for Josh's Space Adventures.
Welcome back to the Knowledge Cast. This is episode something.
13? I don't know.
No, this would be episode
We just recorded one.
12?
We just recorded one.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyhow, we were talking about planets.
This is episode 12, Josh's Space Adventure.
Yeah, Space Adventures. We were just having a conversation about Zorlog. Because I said I didn't want to live on this planet anymore, and I've been thinking about moving, probably out to the outer rim. But it's hard to get out there because Zorlog is only meant to travel. And
Zorlog's on Mercury, all coked out of his mind.
yeah,
right now.
he just threw away his throwaway phone, so now I've got to wait until he gets a new one and then gets a hold of me.
He's not just half baked. He's
No,
twice baked.
he's twice baked.
Yeah.
He is twice baked right
Like
now.
those famous twice-baked potatoes at wherever the fuck those were famous
I
at.
have no idea.
I don't know. Couldn't be that fucking famous then. No, then we started talking about the temperature ranges.
Mercury.
Yeah, I can bake cookies in Mercury. Only in the winter, though, because
Yeah, because in the summer everything just completely fries.
I don't want to burn them.
Well, if you're on the sun, if you were on the sun, had a house on the sun, set a pie out on your windowsill, not baked.
Well, since the sun has no solid mass, you can never actually build a house on the sun. Whatever material you would use
If you
would vapor.
could build a house
Hypothetically
on the
speaking.
sun and set a pie on the windowsill of that theoretical house,
Uh-huh.
it would cook in 12 seconds.
No, it wouldn't. If
It
it's
would
400
vaporize instantly.
If it is
On the
400
sun?
If
On
it's
the sun.
400 degrees, it would still take the normal time to cook the pie.
No, it would, on the sun, it's like billions.
Oh,
Okay.
on the sun.
It's
I
millions.
thought. See, I thought we were talking
No,
about on Mercury.
we're on the sun now.
No, see, I'm not going to the sun. Just Mercury.
No, we're not going to go
So
to
if
the
you
sun.
put a little biodome on Mercury with a little window,
Oh, guys.
super ass air conditioner for me.
What is today? Today's the 3rd, right? On the
Yep.
6th, or the 7th. Is it the 7th? I think it's the 7th. Mercury has its, what is that called?
Close
Closest
pass?
point to
No, it goes across the sun.
Oh, like an eclipse kind of deal?
Yeah, but it's got a name.
Yeah, I don't know.
some astrological thing.
Yeah, it's... I know the name.
I don't have, apparently, in my wonderful book, the Thomas J. Glover Pocket Reference, I recommend everybody get it. In the
Look it up,
planetary
but-
data, it does not have...
It's like retrograde or...
Mercury goes into retrograde every year.
No, it's not.
That's like
Actually,
astronomy or
it goes,
astrology.
astrology
It's
goes
not a retrograde.
every like 3 months.
It's a...
for like a week.
Yeah. I don't
It's
believe
not a
it.
retrograde. It's something else, but it's along that path. Here, I'll look it up real quick.
Yeah, good luck with that since we have no internet.
Yeah, but I haven't.
Because, you know,
Do you really?
Solar flare.
Of course I do.
Yeah.
It is...
Yeah, we totally pranked Josh earlier. All of our power went out for like a split second, came back on. But we have no cable, no internet. So we went outside, talked to the neighbors. They're sitting out in the van, listening to the radio. We don't know why, but they are. When we come back in, we told Josh there was a huge solar flare. Took out several of the satellites. So, we, you know, globally we have no internet, no cable. And he was so excited. He's like, dude, really? And Chuck's like, no. It was awesome.
It was pretty cool. So, yeah, I have all kinds of data on Mercury, but I do not have temperature
Transit.
ranges.
It's the transit.
Oh, okay.
The Venus transit. Okay, so the Venus transit is when Venus crosses...
Oh, so
crosses
it's
the-
Venus, not Mercury.
It is Venus, not Mercury.
Okay.
It is the last time we're going to be able to see it for 300 years. Excuse me, 300 years.
So, we're not going to see Venus at all?
We're not going to see it transit across the sun
Oh,
for
okay.
300 years. And it happens in 2 days. 3 days, 4 days. Almost
Let's see. It revolves around the sun every 224 days, 16 hours, 49 minutes, 26 seconds.
but
But not in our path.
no. Here, I'll read you
Right.
the thing here. Venus transit.
So, orbital velocity is 21.76 miles per second, whereas the Earth's orbital velocity is 18.5 miles per second.
It's June 5th. Excuse me, 2 days. I was right. 2 days. Yeah.
What approximate time shall we be watching for this?
Oh, damn it. Okay, I clicked the wrong link. I gotta go back.
And did you know our moon has no official name?
It's just
It's
moon.
Moon.
The moon. Because the word luna is Latin, which means the moon, and Selene is Greek and means the moon. So in any language, whatever word they have for the moon, it means the moon.
Dove moon.
Whereas like,
Das Moon.
well, let's see, Venus, no, that's Saturn. Saturn's got a lot of moons.
It's got like 27.
31.
Excuse me, 31.
Titan being the largest moon in all the moons, hence the term Titan, is actually the only one, as I understand it, that could potentially support life
Sunset, June 6th.
of all the moons of all the planets.
No, that's not true. The one that starts with an E. What is it?
Oh, the one around Jupiter?
Yeah.
Elara?
No.
Europa.
Europa. That's the one with ice.
Yeah, but it's too damn cold
It
there.
has a water core.
But it has no atmosphere.
It doesn't matter.
No, I'm talking about life, not just bacterial life.
No. Life.
I mean,
Good.
like-
No.
Human life.
Okay. Now you're getting specifics.
Okay, I'm sorry, excuse me, let me be more specific.
Because you gotta be when you're talking about life.
Yeah, okay. Yes,
Europa has oxygen and water.
Europa could support a wide variety of small organisms.
Or complex organisms.
I said small, not simple. Small organisms.
No, it could have fish. It can have fish. Very, very possible. What are you doing?
Oh, I got a text from Janelle. Apparently, her brother was telling her about the zombie attacks. The chick that ate her baby and all that.
Right.
That was all just last week.
Oh. Alright. Go.
So, yeah, anyway. And then she was wanting to know if we wanted her to come back over. I said, certainly.
June 5th at sundown. You won't be able to see it because of the trees.
Yeah. Because we have a lot of trees around here. And
It's not
can't see
really at
squat.
sundown like you probably see about here. Like
Okay.
right around some other trees.
Sundown
See,
where, though?
in this hemisphere.
Well, there are 12 sundowns in this hemisphere.
Let me show you. Okay. Let me show
Or
you.
no, 5? How many time zones
I don't know.
are there from...
But as it travels, it will pass through.
That is the trajectory of it.
Okay, so we'll actually see it June 5th.
Yes, that's what I said.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it'll be at sundown.
Well, you said June 7th.
I did originally,
Okay,
and then I said
so-
June 5th, 2 days.
Oh, okay, so June 5th. We'll see this
Yes.
phenomenon.
The transit that will not happen for another 300 years.
Phenomenon.
Phenomenon.
Yeah. It basically looks.
Sorry.
Phenomenon.
It basically looks like if this awesomely evil nickel
The awesome evil nickel.
that made me lose my fucking keys on Friday, it would pass like this over the sun
Yeah,
and then go away. Like you know what
Yeah.
it looks like. It's
Yeah.
it's really cool.
I've seen the moon do that.
Yeah, it's not like the moon doing it though. It's way smaller.
Well, the moon was tiny when it did it.
That's what I'm
Because
saying.
it wasn't
No.
it wasn't an eclipse. It was just a trans.
It's nothing like that.
Oh.
Not a damn thing like that. Because
Is it
the
gonna
moon
be-
is going to be bigger than that. Okay. It's basically like seeing a
dot.
dime roll over a pizza.
Yeah.
Basically like that. Only on a much larger scale, so they're actually smaller than a dime. Something smaller than a
It's
dime.
going to be a little black dot moving across the sun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What it's going to be.
Got that.
Got it. You got it.
Right. So look for a little black dot running across the sun on June 5th if you're in the northern hemisphere.
If you're in
The United States.
If you are in Europe, If you're in Europe,
I somehow get the feeling that no one in Europe is going to listen to this. But if you, on the weird fucking chance that somebody in Europe does,
you'll see it at sunrise.
At sunrise. There you go.
You'll see it at sunrise on the 6th.
Yeah.
You'll see it at sunrise on the 6th. And the 6.6 earthquake just hit the seafloor just southwest of Panama.
All right. Go for the canal.
At a depth of about 10.5 kilometers, which is like a lot.
Pretty deep.
It's pretty deep. A low-level tsunami alert was issued for the region, but was later canceled. It's cool.
Yeah, it's too far down.
It's the 4th. No, it's the 3rd. Why does it say the 4th?
Because your phone's on crack.
At 1:26 a.m. Okay, this is on. Okay, never mind. The people that run this website do not live in the United States.
Okay, bit of random. The Greek alphabet: alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, zeta, eta, theta, iota, kappa, lambda, mu, nu, xi, omicron, pi, rho, sigma, tau, upsilon, phi, chi, psi, omega.
Great, that was fun.
Awesome. Yay. Now sing it.
Alpha, beta, gamma, delta, epsilon, zeta,
No,
eta.
you gotta do it to the tune of ABC.
I'm trying, but it's difficult.
There is a song of it, an actual song.
You know, there is no C.
No, there's not. Alpha, beta, gamma, delta, something. It goes like that.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Okay, now backwards. Your eyes closed.
Well, if my eyes are closed, I can't read it. Duh.
Cheated.
I'm gonna try to find.
It's not cheating. It's reading. I didn't say I had. Never at any point did I say I had it memorized.
It's a Fields-Brady test. You're supposed to know your alphabet backwards.
Nobody can do that.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine that? That would be ridiculous.
Okay.
Like that sobriety test.
So,
In
the
old
person's
Greek.
like, no, throw that out now. I need you to say the alphabet backwards. Okay,
A,
Z.
B. No, the Greek one.
What?
In Greek.
Yeah, the person say there's Z. What? No. Greek. But
Now see.
I don't know our alphabet backwards.
Now see. I'll do it. I'll say forward. Say your alphabet without singing.
Delta, epsilon, zeta, eta, theta, iota, kappa, lambda, mu, nu, psi. God damn it.
Okay.
It's something like that.
Phonetic alphabet: Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo, Foxtrot, Golf, Hotel, India, Juliet,
Mother.
Kilo, Lima, Mike, November, Oscar, Papa, Quebec, Romeo, Sierra, Tango, Uniform, Victor, Whiskey, X-Ray, Yankee, Zulu. And for law enforcement, it's Adam Boy, Charles, David, Edward, Frank, George, Henry, Ida, John, King, Lincoln, Mary, Nora, Ocean, Paul, Queen, Robert, Sam, Tom, Union, Victor, William, X-Ray, Young, Zebra.
What's your Victor?
You notice the common thing, X-ray. You know why? Because xylophone's too hard to fucking say.
And it sounds like Z.
Right.
Oh,
Unless you say
Amy's
X-xylophone.
pajamas.
Huh?
What?
Kelsey left Amy's pajamas.
Aw.
She'll be back.
Okay. In Morse code,
This is done.
dot dash, dot
Oh, no, we're
dash,
not
dot
gonna
dot dot.
No.
This is done to.
Alright, so tell me some more about Zorlok.
Yeah, okay, yeah, Josh's space adventures.
Like,
How was your last trip to the sun?
dude, I'll tell you what.
How
You're
was,
peeling a little.
how was, yeah.
Oh, dude.
How was the flight?
The flight was not bad. It's a little long, but I mean, it's not terribly
Now,
bad.
when you fly to the sun, do you do so at light speed?
No. It's just under light speed, so we can still move to and fro from the cabin, not piss yourself when you have to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Since you're moving at light speed, you go. If you're walking, either way, you're in slow motion for the way that time works in the light speed. So you don't want to piss your pants.
Well, yeah.
Welcome back.
You don't want to piss your pants while you're trying to go to the bathroom. So that sucks.
Yeah.
Other than that, it was pretty smooth. We had a little bit of turbulence when that weird black disc object thing came into. It was weird. Okay, so the solar flare, like we watched it happen. It was intense.
Hi,
So
Janelle.
they have this awesome solar solar shield that they use. It's like a big welding glass, right? Only it's much thicker.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, because they're flying into the sun.
Exactly, we're flying to the sun. I mean, and that's the whole thing. But when we got real close, you could see a solar flare happening, and that was really neat. The solar flare up close is intense. It's amazing. But
Well,
this solar
it's a
flare,
fucking solar flare.
right? I know, but this solar flare started going out. Right, it started exploding, and then some big black object, right? This big, looked like a planet. Okay, came through the corona and pushed the solar flare back into the sun. It deflected it back into the sun. And that was really weird.
So was it a ship,
I don't know. I couldn't really see. It looked
or
like,
maybe a shield?
I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure on what it was. It disappeared as fast as it came in, but we couldn't get a really good shot of it.
I love the one with Big Brother. That just.
I took a video of it if you'd like to see it.
What?
I took a video of it if you'd like to see it.
Now, how does it work if you take a video at near light speed? Is it just like regular video, or does
Yeah.
everything zoom really
Oh
fast?
no, it's just like regular video because
Yeah.
everything still runs in
Well,
coordination to light speed.
here's
Oh.
what I want to know. If you're traveling at light speed, you cannot move forward because nothing can travel faster than light speed,
Right.
except for the Higgs boson particle. But if you're traveling at light speed and you're using a camera, could you still use your zoom?
No, you cannot.
So what happens when you turn on a flashlight? Does the beam just stop?
It does, and it's really, really cool. But we weren't traveling.
So if you're
we weren't traveling at light speed.
right, but what I'm saying is, if you are traveling at light speed, you turn
Which
on a
I've done.
flashlight and then pull your flashlight backwards, will you actually see the beam extend from the flashlight?
It's
then?
all in slow motion, so you can't. It won't let you do it. It won't let you. The beam will just will stay there as you're moving in super slow mo, while the beam just elongates. It's how.
Right, that's what I want to know.
Yeah,
will
it
the
will,
beam
it will
elongate?
elongate. Yes.
Yeah, okay,
It will. Yes.
that's awesome.
Which is really neat. It's really neat to see. Like you have to see it firsthand, or else you don't understand the whole concept.
So
of
if
it.
you have a flash at near light speed and then you flash
It does not work.
at nothing,
Mm-mm.
you don't see any light.
Nope. You get nothing.
What if you're facing the other way?
But a flash is at
What if
light
you're facing
speed.
backwards
It doesn't matter.
and you face? Well, no, because then you're flashing away
It doesn't matter. You're
from
still,
your direction of
you're
travel.
still traveling at light speed.
No, you're near light speed is what I'm saying.
Oh, if you're near light speed, then yeah, you'll get a flash.
Okay, here's my question now. I have a new question.
Okay. New question.
You're traveling at light speed, forward.
Okay.
You turn around, so now you're facing away from your direction of travel. So you're leaving a point at light speed. According to the Doppler effect, you should be able to shine a beam of light which will travel away from you exponentially faster, light speed by light speed, away from you.
It does not work like
It theoretically should, though.
that. But it does not.
Did you try it?
Yes, it did.
Okay, but
Oh,
by
okay.
that method, if you're traveling at light speed, and the thing could travel faster than light speed, except for that one particle thing,
Yeah, the Higgs boson.
you wouldn't be able to move.
You cannot. You move
'Cause
in,
any
you move in
movement-
slow motion.
You would actually be moving in slow motion, but you cannot move forward. You can only move backwards.
You could move forward, but it'd be in super slow motion. You might as well fucking not move at all.
So what happens if you jump?
Nothing.
Well, according to the laws of inertia, once you're traveling at that speed, you will continue to travel at that speed until a force is acted upon you
It's like if you're
to slow you
driving.
down.
So that's one thing always drove me nuts.
It's really cool to fall in while you're going light speed. Though.
Hold on.
That's really neat.
I got this idea. So you're driving down the road. This is the one thing that's always driven me insane. Clarify this for me. You got a stupid fly in your van. Okay? You're traveling 55 miles an hour. So said fly is traveling at 55 miles an hour, right?
Right.
But when you stop, he doesn't go into the windshield.
Because the air inside your van is also traveling at 55 miles an hour, and that is the air that the fly is using to gain its lift to be able to fly. So that air and all the particles in that air will still be acted upon by Newton's law.
Well, that's stupid. The fly should go into the windshield.
Okay, but if you slam on the brake,
Mhm.
we go forward. Why does
Be-
the fly? Is it
It's
just
because our
mass?
bodies are in motion.
Mass.
So it's just
Comes
mass.
down to mass.
Comes down to mass.
Because the bigger they are,
Because
harder
the fly
to fall.
does go forward.
Exactly. Yeah, the fly will go forward.
Just not in the same aspect as we do.
if you were able to reach an instant stop and start traveling in reverse, the fly would then hit the windshield.
Okay.
That's why whenever you roll down your window and the fly gets sucked out because of the change in air pressure, you'll actually see it kind of hover for a second because it's still in that pocket of inertia-affected air, and they go boom and fly back.
Well, I've seen that, like with ashes.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
They'll hover in that
it's
inertia-affected air pocket for a second, and then once that dissipates and the inertia is no longer affecting that little air pocket, then
I think we've
then
actually
they're
had
gone.
this conversation. I remember now you
Yes.
explaining about the fly to me. Okay. I
Right,
forgot it.
so,
Yes.
Flight was fine. It was not
Awesome.
a lot of. The only weird thing was the whole planet thing, and I will, like I said, I'll show you that video. I'll show you the video of the planet thing. I don't know what that was. It kind of freaked me out a little bit. But I'll show it to you.
So you get to the sun. The
I get to the
flight
sun,
was
right.
good.
Get to the sun. The weird thing is they have this weird platform thing because you can't land on the sun because, like you said, it doesn't have any mass. But
Well, it has mass, but it has no solid.
right, it doesn't have a solid thing. It's all
Yeah.
hydrogen.
Right, it's gaseous.
It's gaseous, right? So what they do is they have this. I manufactured this hover plate. It's basically the same concept of the hoverboard in Back to the Future.
Okay.
Pretty much like that.
So what's heat shielding like? Because it's got. I mean, most elements are vaporized instantly when they get close. I mean, you know, within thousands of miles away from the sun.
See,
so.
the heat shield is easy. The whole gravitational thing is a lot harder.
Yeah, because gravity's like a million times stronger on the sun.
Yeah, it's a lot more difficult to do that. So what it does is we wear these. It's just regular clothes, like
Mhm.
what you have, but it reduces the gravity that is attracted to your body.
Okay.
It's really neat. It creates this kind of bubble.
I see.
It's really neat.
Kind of like a warp core.
Kind of like a
Just-
warp core, yes.
Yeah.
As you get closer to the sun, do you actually start to weigh more?
Yes.
I'm not going.
Go to the moon.
You can go to the
Okay.
moon, which is a lot of fun. I love going to the moon. I love going there. I always have a good
Because the
time.
moon's what, like a third
Third,
gravity?
yes. They have a great bar out there. Like it's right near the northern hemisphere of the moon. It's up where? Okay, so you know where the United States would be on the moon. It's just north. That should be in about Canada area. There's a really neat bar up there called the Lunar Gravity. It's really good bar.
Gravity relative to Earth is 0.17. So something that weighs 1 pound would be 0.17 pounds.
Okay.
I'll tell you a story about that bar later. It'll be a new story.
Oh, okay.
The Lunar Gravity. It's a great bar. They have great music up there. They're mostly dubstep. But other than that, it's really good.
Just don't step down too hard; you're gonna hit the ceiling.
I know it's really ridiculous.
Could you imagine playing basketball? I mean,
Can't.
why?
I tried. You can't do it.
What do you mean you can't do it?
You just can't play basketball. The ball goes off forever. It doesn't arc.
Well, you just have to slam dunk every time.
I know. It's really
But to make
or
it
when
fair,
you do it,
they-
bounce
they-
it, you have to throw it at an angle so it don't.
To make it fair, though, the goal thing would have to be, 20 feet high. I know all the technical terms for the sports shit.
Good.
I do. I'm a sports fanatic. Got the goal thingy, and then the fork thingy in football.
And the touchdown. You know touchdown.
Huh?
Touchdown.
Oh yeah, that's when you get the ball to the other end.
Yeah.
Right on. Yeah. I know baseball, for the most part.
Baseball.
What? Yeah. Yankees.
Right. So we get to the
Some
sun.
dairy.
All right.
Go wholesome dairy.
Williamson.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said wholesome.
No.
Williamson.
Williamson dairy.
Go Williamson Dairy.
And
Got
Walls.
milk?
And what?
Walls.
Walls.
Franson's team.
Walls furniture.
It just says Walls.
Okay.
Furniture.
I would
Unless they're
assume.
sponsored by the walls.
Yeah, I mean it could just be walls.
It could
Could
be
be
any walls.
right. Any walls. Just the walls.
Sponsored by this wall.
By Pink Floyd.
You have some kick-ass. You have some kick-ass gear.
Right?
Sponsored by Pink Floyd. You have some kick-ass gear.
Hell yeah, you would.
Right.
Of course, your baseball would be piggy pink and, with a little face on it. Flying pig,
That'd be neat. Hit the piggy!
Like freaking Angry Birds. Bastards. Hate those damn little green pigs. The bane of my fucking
Oh, I
existence.
hate that fucking game.
But you always play it.
I know. Actually, I haven't been playing for a long time because I conquered it and nobody's been able to beat my scores.
Janelle, were you here when the power went out?
No.
Nope,
Sure not.
she was not.
Our power went out. Okay,
And we
obviously
played
came
it.
back on.
We played an epic, awesome joke.
Oh, see, you ruined it.
Oh, I was talking about something else.
He was talking about
The
fucking
nickel.
nickel douche.
I told you about the nickel, right?
Yeah, you
Okay.
found it.
So, the epic, awesome
Yeah, he
thing.
had to tell him. He wouldn't just let it go.
You told him. You told him. Because you were talking about some tripod thingy that you open up the back panel of your phone,
Yeah, and I thought it'd be funny.
and he did that, and that's how he found the
Okay.
nickel.
I thought he watched the video. And then
No, I played the video after he found the nickel. That's why I went
I'm
ahead and
sorry,
played the video.
I'm a little slow today.
Oh, you're fine. But sorry, the power went out. Were you listening to the radio at all when you were out?
Mm-mm. There's no radio in the car.
That's right. I knew that. Sorry. Anyway, apparently, while you guys were out, power went out pretty much everywhere for a second. A solar flare skimmed across the upper atmosphere, like the magnetic belt. It wiped out about 300 satellites. So cable and internet is down globally.
And GPS.
Don't scratch that.
But I did just.
You want some more? I'll get you some more town.
But it is.
So, yeah.
So yeah, cable, internet, and GPS is gone.
Yep.
For however long it takes
Until
to
they
get-
launch more damn satellites.
No, but we totally got Josh. He believed it for
He
me.
was so excited.
He's like, really, dude, that is awesome.
You didn't buy it for a second, did you?
No.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, but I got to the sun. So I got to the sun, right, and I got my clothes on, and my sun clothes.
I was gonna say, why didn't you have clothes on?
No, I had my sun clothes on. And I'm walking over this platform.
Yeah, it's bad form to go to the sun naked.
Yeah, you can't do that. It'll burn everything.
So it's like a space suit. You have to be
It's
completely...
pretty much,
okay.
except for it's basically wears like normal clothes. It's pretty great. It's pretty.
But then wouldn't only the areas covered by that be...
No, because the clothes emit a frequency that
Like a
blocks
little
out.
plasma
Like a
shield
plasma
thing.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. So, we get there and I'm walking around and there are little pockets of nothingness
Wouldn't you just sit
Where-
that there and she can dab it as needed?
where the solar flares where the solar flares actually go down, create a coronal hole. And if you look down into these holes, you can see nothing. You can't see anything down there. It's pretty awesome. It's
So
just
why would you look through there if you see nothing?
Because being on the sun is just awesome.
You gotta try everything.
You have to try everything. I mean, I've been everywhere.
But if you see nothing, then...
Okay,
There's nothing
here's
to see.
my
It's
question.
really cool. Yeah, what's your question? What's your question called?
Okay, you've been to the sun.
Yes.
You've obviously been to Mercury, and the moon's not that far away. It's right here in the
Yeah, I
neighborhood.
go there every weekend.
Have you been to Venus?
I have not been to Venus because I hear that the schools are really trashy.
But I hear the food is amazing there.
See,
I hear you can get some of the most wild ass delicacies
See
on
why?
Venus.
Is Venus, obviously, the woman's planet.
It's predominantly seafood.
yeah, but you can get Andromeda berries there.
Women can cook.
You can get the Andromeda berries there, which are impossible to get in the fucking Milky Way galaxy because you have to go all the way to the Andromeda galaxy.
Unless you have connections to the black market.
Right, but you don't want to mess with those guys. Those guys are evil aliens. You don't want to mess with those guys. Those guys will.
The guys in the asteroid belt weren't that bad.
See, the guys in the asteroid belt are okay, but you gotta watch who you deal with. You gotta know who you're dealing with before you go into that kind of stuff because
You gotta have connections.
it's pretty sketchy there.
Just like with any black market, you gotta have connections.
Yeah.
You can't just walk in there all willy-nilly. It's not a fucking 7-Eleven, for
So
God's sake.
how do you form connections in the black market? Say I wanted to get something on the...
You just meet people here and there, you know, friend of a friend of a friend, and then you eventually work your way.
You were up to connections, yeah.
Yeah, you work your way through the
So
network.
it's a good thing I know Josh, since he knows who to deal with.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
who to deal with, and I don't have to worry about all that sketchy stuff. I get great deals over there. I got some Andromeda berries not too long ago, and they're fantastic. It's a taste you've never tasted before.
Now, isn't
amazing.
that the one that causes you know a simultaneous like seizure and orgasm all at once?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It's kind of like having
reforming.
Yeah, it's kind of like having your brain sucked through a blender, blown out a snowblower into the Arctic Circle, put back in your brain with a twist of lemon.
It's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. It's a color that we don't have here on Earth. It's pretty amazing. I can't even describe the color.
Kind of glows.
It does a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah. It's pretty neat. Have you ever been to the Andromeda Galaxy? You ever actually been there? Got them straight from the source? Oh, dude, they're fantastic.
No, I've never had them fresh.
They're a little
only
diluted
frozen
when they get here. But if you have them in the Andromeda Galaxy, oh man.
I've only ever found them frozen myself. I mean, that's the best.
Yeah, you gotta watch them. You gotta watch them being frozen too, because sometimes they mix them with different preservatives to keep them fresh.
Yeah.
And you gotta watch that.
Well, I mean, you're traveling what 330 million light years or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so I mean,
it's pretty far away. You have to eat them on the way back, or else they go bad. But
well, I figure you would eat them there.
You see, you can eat them there unless you're in a hurry, because sometimes because it's a trip you have to plan. It's usually about a 3-hour trip.
Oh, and you want to, savor
3 hours?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Because you get halfway there and you go to the teleport station that's right in between the galaxies.
See, usually I have
and
to.
Then you teleport there, teleport back, and then head back. But
wow.
Yeah.
See, I've only ever used the laser rail. So, and that's like cryogenics, and it's a 230-year trip.
It's ridiculous, dude.
Yeah.
I have ice cream and strawberries and Cool Whip.
Strawberries. That's good stuff.
Yep.
I have ice cream. Go with strawberries.
No, there's a.
Yeah, she can eat strawberries.
If you take.
I didn't know that.
Oh no, you're not allergic. You just don't like them.
I was wrong.
Oh, okay.
If
my
you
bad.
take the lightning shuttle.
Crazy.
If you take the lightning shuttle, you have a layover in. Right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and that's a teleportation station.
I've never been there. I hear it's a terrible neighborhood.
It is until you get into the right neighborhood. The outskirts are really troublesome, but once you get into the central core, and that lightning shuttle takes you straight there.
Well, you got the whole clock regime.
Yeah, dude, I hate those guys. Those guys are assholes.
Yeah.
Dude, they stole $30 space dollars from me last time I was there.
Sucks.
Right? I mean, come on.
But then again, that's almost like...
I should clarify, space dollars...
it's almost like the euro.
No. It's nothing like the euro. One space dollar is basically 6 billion American dollars, and they just robbed me blind. I was so angry. That was all Andromeda berries, and ridiculous. It's all me.
It's all you. I'm gonna go get some ice cream.
Can I get some ice cream? I'm not some ice cream.
Yeah, you can have some ice cream.
I'm gonna go ahead and pause this.
Well, I was gonna say, tell us about Mars.
You want to tell us? Oh, Mars. Okay, so Mars. You want to talk about before the catastrophe or after?
Both.
Okay, so before the catastrophe of Mars, it was a very thriving civilization. It's basically like, think of the most advanced thing that you can, and then times it by like 60 million. That's about where they were at before it happened. But I was hanging out with the Martians up there, and we were all hanging out at the Mars bar, and my buddy Mike decided he was gonna go to the Central Core and see what was happening down there. So we went over to the Central Core, which is a bar. And they actually run pretty much all the planet's resources in the basement of that bar, which is irresponsible, you know what I mean? So you gotta watch out for that stuff. So we go to Central Core, and there's a secret compartment elevator there, and it takes you all the way down to the core of the planet. And there is a magnetism reducer button there, Right? It's a series of levers. So you have to know the combination. So we're all hanging out, and my buddy is really, really drunk. So Mike decides that we're gonna see what this actually does, because we've been there, 2-3 years at this point. We've been living there, having a good time, and so he's like, "Well, I don't even know what this does." So what we do is he decides to turn it off. He turned it off, and out of nowhere, it just starts getting bombarded with asteroids from everywhere. Man, it annihilated every one of the Martians. It was Martian genocide, and I killed him. I killed him there. I stabbed him in the throat with a Mars knife, but which is actually it's basically a lightsaber, but it's only about the size of a kitchen knife. It's really neat. I lost it. I don't know where I lost it. But yeah, I lost it. But so that happened. I get up to the surface and it's dead. There's nothing there. There's no water left. All that's left is the polar caps. And so
Just the caps?
yeah, just the polar caps were left. So we're I'm sitting up there and I'm by myself now because I've killed him, and I decided, man, I need to get out of here right now, but in case somebody's still alive and they try to find me. So I get out of there and I head back to Earth. Ooh, that looks good.
You gotta taste this. It is just freaking amazing.
That's actually fantastic.
Strawberry shortcake without the cake.
I might have to have me some of that.
Yes, you are. It is awesome.
So I get back to Earth, and I was living in Earth for about 6 million years, and I was waiting to see what would happen. I wanted to go back and see what was left, see if anybody made it. And I went back, and there was nothing. There was not even grass anymore.
Was it in a hot, dense state?
It was not. It's actually very cold. It was very cold. I was very upset because it used to be a perfect temperature, 72 degrees all year round. It was great. It was the perfect place. But yeah, it's really cold there now, and there's just nothing. I mean, I've been everywhere around there, and there's just nothing left. I mean, at all. Which is really sad because that place was, oh man, that place had the best food, and I'm telling you. And it's just gone now.
So it's almost as good as Steph's house then.
It's almost as good as Steph's house. I mean, it was really good. It doesn't exist anymore, and there's nothing left.
Strawberries and Cool Whip?
Yes, please, thank you.
Chocolate?
No chocolate. No, I haven't been big on chocolate since the space catalysm and what would you call it? 3 BC? I guess that would be what it's called here.
About 3.5.
3.5 BC, yeah. About then. But I was out in a different galaxy then. I was in the actually I was in the Horsehead Nebula out there. And that place is where it's at. That place is where it's at. Thank you very much.
I need some more strawberries.
Strawberries.
Amazing.
You put honey on it.
I did.
But that's
I don't think I have any gummy bears.
But that's Mars. That's before and after. As you can probably tell, that it was not my fault that happened. It was definitely Mike's. But I killed him, so that kind of makes up for it, right?
A little bit.
Well, I mean, I didn't know he was going to do it. We were both really drunk. And so I was like...
That's no excuse.
Well, I was like, don't do it, dude. You don't do it. Because it'd been around since before I even came into existence.
But if you'd have shot him first...
Well, I didn't know that he was going to do
Han
it.
Solo, always shoot first.
I didn't know he was going to pull that lever. If I would have known he was going to pull that lever, I wouldn't have let him live. I'd have killed him with my space knife.
My knife.
It's
because like OJ, you won't get convicted if you use a knife.
Exactly. Okay, look, a space knife. Get this right. A space knife is basically like a lightsaber, but it's the size of a kitchen knife.
Oh, so it's a tiny lightsaber.
And you can turn off the blade. Yeah.
So your lightsaber's little.
This specific one, yes. I have a light sword, a space sword, and a space knife. I have to keep both.
So basically, you call it a space sword instead of lightsaber because you don't want to get sued by Lucas.
He stole that from me, and I can't reveal to anybody my true age, so I can't fucking sue him. I'm pretty pissed off about that. But yeah. So that's Mars. It's really desolate now. It's not a very good place. There's nobody there. Yeah.
So now we're all enjoying ice cream sundaes.
Yeah, all enjoying. I can't really speak and eat at the same time, so.
Because it's freaking amazing.
Yeah.
But you know, I have to raise the question. You said you can't reveal anything about your true age.
Mm-hmm.
That is, in fact, revealing something about your true age, the fact that you have a true age as opposed to your perceived age. You did, in fact, just reveal something about your true age.
Nobody's going to know my true age. I mean, nobody can.
Apparently, it's before 1975. When Lucas wrote Star Wars. If he stole the idea from you, you had to exist prior to that and be cognitive enough to come up with the idea of a lightsaber. Therefore, you were at least 20 years old.
Except for I just announced that 6 million years was a time period I just used, so...
Okay, so you're a little over 6 million years old. So you, sir, have in fact revealed quite a bit.
I'm a lot older than 6 million.
Then you are revealing so much about your true age.
Yes, but I will never tell my true age.
Because where he's from, there is no actual calculation for it.
Right, well, because time is relative. Not only to your mass, but your geographical location.
Right, like I was trying to, figure out...
I don't know how old he really is.
I was trying to figure out, what year the space cataclysm would have happened if I was on Earth. And it's about 3.5 BC is where we're at, I think.
Yeah.
That sounds about right. It's just time is all relative. You never know when it's going to be unless you can travel like I can. But, it's alright. A little lonely.
You and your buddy Zorlov.
That guy didn't...
Wait. Are you trying to tell us you're the doctor?
I am not the doctor.
That's exactly something the doctor would say.
Interesting. Well, that's where they got the idea for the show. Josh gave them that idea.
No, I didn't.
Actually, everything we know was created by Josh. Therefore, Josh is God.
I'm not God.
Can I
By
see
our standards.
Can I see the TARDIS?
No. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. Stop. Stop. Please, stop. Stop it.
You want to get him in trouble.
Okay,
Right?
first you say, I can't reveal anything about my true age, and now you can't stop revealing things about your true
I'm not.
age.
I'm trying to get him to shut up. They're trying to trap me in questions, and I'm not falling for it.
Well,
He
okay.
is too clever.
Mm-hmm.
If he is who I assume he is,
I'm not.
Josh might not even be his real name.
I bet it's not.
Yes, it is.
It might be something we can't even pronounce.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not.
Of course, if he's who we
Because-
think he is, he
Like
invented the
Nuka.
English language.
Because if the
I
show...
did not invent the English language.
Well,
I
I'm
did
just
not.
saying, if the show stole the idea from...
That was little
You know.
Georgie. Little Georgie invented the English language.
Okay, but see, I have a theory, and I think I know your real name. For long.
Don't say it. That's not it, but don't say it.
Okay.
Never mind.
Oh, he's close.
No, he's not. He's not
No,
close.
but I do know what it is.
Don't say it, please.
Will it unmake creation?
I'm not sure. It's never been uttered, so...
So is time really just some wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey stuff?
No, it's not. No, time actually serves an extremely important purpose.
Although theoretically, our measurement of time is the creation of man.
Yeah, yes it is.
And the only accurate measurement of time is the atomic clock.
I wish he was who I thought he was, because I was going to ask him about angels.
Yeah. I know the angels.
Melissa,
Hmm.
do you want to talk to God?
No.
Okay, because I...
No, these are completely different kinds of angels, and you don't want to meet them.
Angels are not the things that you think they
No,
are.
I was going to make a joke about shooting Melissa, but never
Oh,
mind.
God.
Nice, I got you.
No, it's too late now. It's ruined. But go ahead.
Said, do you want to meet the angels? Bam!
I said, "You want to meet God?"
Oh, nice. No.
Never mind. Anyway, go ahead.
Like I was saying, angels aren't really what the Christian faith believes it is. They're not who you think they are. They're not very nice people.
People.
Beings.
Don't
Being.
blink.
Not those. Those are different.
Well, those were the ones I was asking about.
No, I don't know about those. Those don't exist.
He's just telling me that.
Those really
heard
aren't
deep
real. Those
space
were just-
captains talk about them. They're the most beautiful creatures in the universe.
No,
Those are mermaids.
Those are space whales.
Space whales or mermaids?
Space whales.
Then what the fuck are mermaids?
Mermaids are
No, I mean,
an
as
ancient
far as
creature.
where they rank in
Oh,
the scale of beauty.
They're like, let's see. Do I have to do like a top 100 or
Would they be in the top?
Let's
No.
go. Let's go with the top 10.
they would not even be close?
Where
They
would
said
space
they
whales
would be in the top.
Space whales are about 3.
So what's number 1?
I cannot tell you. You have not discovered them yet. Just like space whales, I'm not supposed to say that either, but you'll be fine. That's not life-threatening.
Again with the over-revealing.
There's only 3 left, so you probably will never see one. So I might as well tell you about it. You know, I might as well tell you that there are 3.
What's number 2?
Are they as cute as kittens?
Duh. Come on.
It's kittens.
Will it? Are they so beautiful it will blow your mind?
Is it
It will
Janelle?
not blow
It's
your
me.
mind. Not
It's Janelle.
I'm number 47.
full.
I'm in the top 100 though. I'm still behind space whales, but you know, whatever.
Well, space whales get their name before the whales here got their names.
So they don't look like whales?
No, they're not really
Do they have
Massius.
gender?
They're basically okay. If you were to see one, it looks like silk almost. It's basically like a flowing thing of silk. It's
I've
really,
seen silk, it's not that beautiful.
it's you don't understand. It's
Of course,
I-
I've never seen silk in space. That could completely change
Yeah,
the
it could
experience.
completely
it
change it.
switches colors in between. It's just colors you've never seen and ever will see.
So it'd be like those jellyfish, deep sea that change colors, you know?
It's kind of like that, only not those colors.
Only magical?
So
They're
why
not
aren't they
magical.
called space jellyfish then?
Because they're whales. They're space whales. In your language, it's space whales.
Get loose or something. I'm
That,
trying to say.
yeah, I'd say that's a pretty piss poor translation there. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
it's not really. Doesn't really do him justice, like at all.
Because I'm thinking
Big, ugly.
big,
Fat, yeah.
So
like
you
a
missed
humpback
it
whale.
earlier while you were fixing your ice cream sundae.
Mm-hmm.
He was discussing Mars and the polar caps and whatnot. And I asked if it was in a hot, dense state.
And it was not.
And it was not.
It's very cold
Hence the
there.
polar. Which I
Yeah.
totally didn't get.
See,
I'm
before-
trying to make a joke.
Well, the whole universe
Yeah, I gotcha.
was in a hot, dense state.
Yes, it was.
And nearly 14 billion years
there for
ago,
that.
expansion started.
Oh, wait!
Wait. The Earth began to cool, the autotrophs began to drool. In the end, with all developed tools, we built the wall, we built the
We
pyramids,
did not build the wall.
Math, science, history.
unraveling the
People did not
mysteries that all
build the
started
wall.
with the Big Bang.
Bang!
Yeah, people did not build the wall.
No, Pink Floyd built the wall.
Different wall.
So who built the pyramids?
wall. I cannot disclose.
Was that actually the Egyptian people?
Well, nobody actually
Or-
built them, they landed there.
You have got to stop, dude.
What? Everybody knows that.
Not everybody.
Everybody does now.
Yay!
Well, it's alright.
That's okay, because not everybody will believe it.
Yeah, nobody's going to believe it anyway. That's like nobody's going to believe that Stonehenge used to be an interstellar bus station.
Dude, that place
It
is
was the original
such
Angry
a
Bird site.
dump. That place is such a dump, and everybody's like, "Oh, let's go to Stonehenge." No, dude. No, that's where the space junkies used to hang out.
Is that where the term stoners came from?
Exactly.
exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's.
That's exactly where it was. That's how it got burned down in the first place.
I know.
Somebody dropped a hot crack pipe on the carpet.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, "Are you fucking serious?" It was only a matter of time before that.
I could believe it. I could see that coming.
Yeah.
I was not surprised when I heard about Stonehenge burning down. And then people are thinking, "Oh my God, this is such a mystical fucking place." No, some junkie burned it down with a crack pipe. It's not that fucking mystical.
It's fucking ridiculous, man. It's fucking ridiculous.
So what time are we?
I have no idea where we are in this adventure. Might have to cut this one a little bit short here. We're at about 50 minutes into this.
Okay, so we're about 10 minutes. We'll wrap this up.
Mm-hmm. Well,
So any closing thoughts on space adventures?
do you have any questions? Do you have any questions about space?
Well, you can't tell
You
us
won't
anything.
answer any of
I can
mine.
tell you some things, not all things.
Well, I know what you could tell them about.
Okay.
Because this has been declassified for, quite a while.
Okay.
The Andromeda Ghosts.
See, the Andromeda Ghosts, I don't personally believe in the Andromeda Ghosts.
How do you not believe in the Andromeda Ghosts?
Because they weren't really ghosts.
No, well, ghost is not a literal, again, not with the literal translation.
I got you.
But it's the closest representation that anybody's been able to come up with.
They were more like the space whales than anything else.
Well,
Because you've seen the ghosts. You've seen the Andromeda Ghosts.
Yeah.
That's kind of like a space whale.
they're all over the damn place.
It's kind of like a space whale, but not really.
Well, they don't glow.
They don't glow.
They're translucent.
Mm-hmm.
But they exist in matter, but it's almost like an antimatter because they can pass through other matter. And it's not so much that they pass through it as their molecules can separate and then go between the other molecules of a mass object.
Which is really cool to see. If you've ever seen it, they just sit there
Yeah,
and
but
they...
it feels weird.
Oh, dude.
Oh, God, it feels
Oh.
so weird. It gives you a headache like you wouldn't believe.
See, that's why... It's just... I've experienced it, but it's hard to believe myself. You know what I mean? It's like... They were just so... Because they were very majestic in the way they destroyed. You know, it's just...
Really?
Yeah.
You thought so?
I thought so.
Okay, because I had an Andromeda Ghost pass through me while I was on the crapper one day, and it was not majestic at all.
No, it's just... When
There was
they...
something else passing through.
There's something else passing through. It's two
That was the
things passing at the
tacos.
same time. It's just... Yeah, just weird.
Saturn tacos. Oh my God.
Oh.
Those things will give you. Those will give you the toxic atomic shits right there.
Just terrible. Ugh. I don't want to go back there. Yeah, any other awesome questions?
What's your favorite food from the galaxy? Other than the Andromeda berry thing.
Other than the Andromeda berries, my favorite foods was on Mars before the event. But it was called... Okay, it's going to sound really weird because they were called cocaine, but it's completely different. It's not the coke from Zorlog. It's not your cocaine. It was a different... It came way before you guys. It was called
That's
cocaine.
what she said.
Yeah, it was called cocaine. It was pink, not white. It's stupid. I don't know why the hell they named it cocaine here. It's dumb as hell.
Again,
Just completely
non-literal translations.
It sullies the name, is what it does. It's just, yeah, cocaine.
So is it like a dessert type thing?
Yeah. It's basically like your ice cream.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's really good. Really good.
That would be really good.
Except
with some
for
of those
it
Andromeda
goes
berries on
from-
it.
Oh, it's the best. It's the best.
As I understand, I've never had it, but as I understand it, when you take that first bite, as you're chewing, because it's kind of chewy, it goes from cool to cold to hot to cold.
Yeah, it's really neat. It's really neat.
Yeah.
It's a really weird experience. First time you have it, you're like, whoa! It's really mind-boggling.
Don't eat it too fast because then, if you eat it too fast, it can build up friction, and then you'll get freeze burn, and then scald your mouth at the same time.
It's really bad.
You'll get brain freeze with a scalded mouth, and that's confusing as shit.
Yeah, it is. Your fucking body doesn't know what to do.
Okay.
Yeah, but
So
Eat it really slow.
really slow, really tiny bites.
Questions?
No more questions?
All right. So I think we'll go ahead and wrap that up
Wrap
then.
that one up.
All right. So this has been Josh's Space Adventures,
Part 2.
Part 2. I can't remember Part 1, but I'm sure.
Part 1, I went
it's
to the
under-
moon. That was my first trip to the moon.
What was that? I don't even know what episode
That was just its own thing.
This is okay.
Yeah, it was just off to the side there. I don't know if we posted
That
it.
was
It was the same day we went out and
Like that.
it was the same day we went out and did the cookout podcast. So it was the last one.
It was the last one?
Yeah.
Awesome.
No, I thought
Okay.
it was one before that.
So that would have been episode 9. 'Cause this is like episode 12 right here,
I don't
I
know.
think. Yeah.
Ish.
Because we did 11 with you here, and then you left, and then we did another one. We started this one,
Started
which is
this one,
episode
yeah.
12.
And then you walked out in the middle of it.
Woo, episode 12!
Yeah, episode 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, bye-bye.
Alright,
Alright.
peace!
Bye bye.